What up, though, fam? It's T with my souls to yours. Today is Sunday, January 18th. I had to come in the office today to get my orders pulled, even though they don't have to go out until not Sunday, until Tuesday because of Martin Luther King holiday tomorrow. The post office is closed, but I had some unfortunate thing happen over the weekend, so we'll get into all of that. But first, we're gonna pull these orders. All right, guys. All right, fam, on eBay, we have 17 items going out for $1,124.36. And these are orders from Thursday until we had two pop up today, which is Sunday. And yeah, all right, let's see what's sold. First up, we have these New Balance Fresh Phones V3. And these went out on a best offer of $69. And they were listed for 17 days. I am happy to see these go. These are a pair of Supra Sky Tops. I've had these guys probably about 2 years. And I probably had them listed too high. I think I had them listed like $200 or something like that. Kept lowering the price. I did a delist and relist last week. I listed them for $99.99. Someone offered $79.99. And they're out the door now. We have a pair of Converse Chuck 70s going out. These did sit for 136 days, possibly because they had some writing on the side. But I took a best offer this weekend of 34 bucks. We have a pair of Hoka going out. These are the Clifton 9s. They sat for less than a week and they sold for $39.99. And we have another pair of Converse going out. These are also Chuck 70s, and these even had a flaw. One of the grommets are missing there. Well, one of the grommets is missing there. However, they still sold from a full asking price of $44.99. This is a brand that you guys might want to look out for. The brand is G Defy. Gravity Defier. The model of these are the Centrics. Got these from the bins for $3.70. They sat for less than a week, and they sold for my full asking price of $69.99. We have a pair of Brooks Brothers going out. These are some Alden penny loafers. Guys, Brooks Brothers sell really well. These were listed for a day. I had them listed for $99.99. Someone sent an offer for $60. I countered them with $89.99. He kept sending back and forth offers, $62, $65. Someone sent me a message and said, hey, would you take $80? I said, no, I'll take $90. And that's what they paid. Less than a week. $90 out the door. But wait, fam. So the guy that was sending lowball offers messaged me and said, oh, we were negotiating. You sold the shoes from under me. The T in me wanted to say, honey, we're here for a good time, not a long time. But the professional T said, well, his offer was closer to my asking price than yours. Right? Next up, we have these Adidas Superstars. These sat for 6 days. Got these from the bins as well. And they sold for my full asking price of $39.99. It must be a Converse Chuck Taylor kind of party going on somewhere, because this is our third pair going out. These were listed for less than a week, and they sold for my full asking price of $29.99. Next up going out, it's a pair of Cole Haan. These are the Grand Pro Rally sneakers. These were listed for over 100 days, so I did take a best offer of 33 bucks, and I had them listed for $39.99. I don't know if people didn't know what these were, but they were sitting there at the end of the day at the bins. These are a pair of Hokas. They're the Aura Recoveries. They're a smaller size. They're a women's 6. They were only listed for 5 days, and I took a best offer of $36.99. I had them listed for $39.99. You guys know I love picking up my Puma flats. These are some Puma, and the model is Zandy. These also sat for less than a week, and they sold for my full asking price of $69.99. We have a pair of King boots going out. These are the King Utilities. The model is the Detroit model. Hey, go Detroit, 313. Anyway, they are our work boots. They're steel toe, and I took a best offer of 63 bucks. These have sat in my store for a while. We have a pair of LL Bean Storm Chasers going out. Someone sent the best offer of $42, and I gladly accepted. And I had them listed for $49.99. It is January 18th, and we are still selling sandals. These Crocs were listed for 2 days. These are the Crocs KD model, and they sold for my full asking price of $31.99. And they are brand new, so that's probably why they sold for $31.99. But hey, I'll take it. These are a pair of Sorel boots going out. The model is the Out and About, and they sat in the store for 198 days. And I took a best offer of 32 bucks. We have a pair of Adidas going out. These are the Adidas Neo Light Racers, and they sat for a while in my inventory too, but they sold for $25.99. All right, fam, we had another eBay order to come in, so this makes number 18, and I will add it to our total. These are a pair of Hoka U Restore. I had never seen these before. I found these at one of my local thrift stores for $15.80, and I took a best offer today of 85 bucks. And we have one lone sale going out on Poshmark. These are a pair of Skechers Bikers. And guys, we almost didn't have this one. I had these listed for $35. They always sell and sell quickly for me. Lady sent an offer for like $16, immediately declined. Another offer, 18, decline. So she sent me a message, oh, you're not taking offers? You're not taking offers? I said, yeah, I'm taking reasonable offers. So then she started sending me a message of what somebody else sold theirs for just the day before. And I said, we're all individual sellers. She finally came back that night and bought them for what I was asking for $30. All right, fam. Thank you for sticking around for another What Sold video. I know it's a little bit different. I'm doing it on a Sunday, but you guys will still see it tomorrow, Monday. Yeah, so we did $1,239.32 or something like that in sales, which isn't too bad. Still keeping on trend. I am still doing my 8 listings per day. I have seen my 90-day total go down, and it's kind of scaring me, but I'm going to stick with the program for what I set out for January, and see how it goes. That's, yeah. It's tough, but I'm sticking with it. I have what 12, 13 days left, so I'll still do my 8 listings a day. So guys, guess what happened? I went home on Friday, and our furnace was out. Dead of winter. Well, I guess when else would it happen? It couldn't happen in the summer because I don't have the heat on. But anyway, called my heating and cooling company. They came out and said, oh yeah, your secondary blower or something, I don't know, was gone. And the furnace is 19 years old. We bought the house 6 years ago. Yeah, so I knew it was coming soon. But anyway, yeah, so furnace went out. Your girl's been staying in the hotel for the last, 2 or 3 days. So that's been fun. But anyway, I'm still at the office trying to get things done. I hadn't been here in 2 days, but I still had some listings in my draft bank, which was good. Always good to keep some extras just for, miscellaneous mishaps. So I think I'm going to do a challenge, guys. Let me know. I want to do I don't know what I'll title the challenge, like, I don't know, challenge for heat or something. I don't know. You guys give me a title of the challenge. But my furnace is going to be $6,171. So what I was thinking is, we'll thrift our way to $6,171 so I can get this paid off quicker. Maybe, something different, another little challenge to, follow along. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I am gonna finish doing some listings and get up out of here. All right, guys. Again, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys. No, I forgot to tell you guys. Look what I'm wearing. I have on some Meta glasses. So I'm going to take you guys along to the bins with me, to some thrift stores. We're going to get some different views on it. And we'll be doing what? We getting it. All right, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.